Okay, for this problem, they're talking about heights, and they tell us our mean is 55.9 and our standard deviation is 6.8. So I drew a normal. They tell us it's normally distributed, so it's bell-shaped. Mean is right down the middle. What their question though is, what is the you're going to randomly pick one, find the probability you pick one that is between 59.5 and 65.2 inches. So, 59.5, that's somewhere over here on the curve, and 65.2 is somewhere over here. So, guess what? In this one, we want to find a slice. We want to find between those two. So, we want to find this area. So, how do we do that? Well, it's the same as we've been doing, but the first step is to convert to z's. So, we got to convert two of these to z's. So, the first one is we're going to do the 59.5 minus the 55.9 over the 6.8. And when you do that, you get, I got to flip over, you get 0.53. And then you got to do the other one, which is 65.2 minus 55.9 over 6.8. And when you do that, you get 1.37. So if I redraw this, z down the middle is 0, you got a z of 0.53, and you got a z of 1.37, and we want to find that area in between. So how do we do that? Same way we did before. We go to our table, and both of these z's, we have to look up two z's in our table. So if I have a z is equal to 0.53, if I go to my table, so I'm going to go to the positive z side, I go to the 0.5 row, and I go across to the 0.3 column. So I think there you can see, if my marker's not in the way, you get 0.7029. 0.7019, sorry. And then we got to look up z equals 1.37. And so you go to the row that says 1.3. So you go down here, then you go across to the 0.7 column, and I think I see 0.07 column. I see 0.9147. You guys see that? 0.9147. So you go, oh my God, well, I have these two numbers now. What does that mean? Well, if you think about it, when you look up the z is 1.37, you're getting this whole area to the left of 1.37. If you look up the 0.53, you're getting this white area to the left of 0.53. So if you take the big area minus the white area, you get the shaded area, which is what we want. Basically, how I remember it is when there's these in-between ones, because probabilities all have to be between 0 and 1, and so they have to be positive. You just take the bigger of the two probabilities, which is the 0.9147, and you subtract the smaller of the two probabilities. And when I did that, I got 0.2128, and I think they wanted it rounded to 3. So for in between ones, you got to do two z conversions, look up two z's, and then take the bigger probability minus the smaller probability to get the answer. So I hope that helps. Give it a shot.